Sorry for the delay. I forgot my drink. My throat just dry. I went to the gym this morning, as usual. An early stream this morning, and I'll tell you why. Because. The funny thing here is, hold on for a second, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. Earlier in the week, and I forget to, it's almost like a common theme here, that you can't start the stream unless you adjust the camera over here. Okay, there we go. Advanced, shut off autofocus. There we go. How easy is that, right? Joe Matt, Corey, Troll, what up? All right. I don't expect anybody to watch this right away. Can somebody let me know if everything's working in Twitch? Because we are streaming to Twitch today. Unlike yesterday, we didn't. So, anyways, I've been doing some research, and I've been bringing in a lot of things, a lot of different things. There have been a lot of different games that I may have missed or whatnot, and I've been trying to do things where we kind of take a look at some things that, in like, thank you, Neutral. Thank you, Matt. Some of the things that, when you go into Gen Con and you go into, each year, and you are a content creator, and I think I can speak for a good part of them, there's over 1,000 games. Even at 5 years ago, there was 800 and some odd games. So you can't bring them all in, okay? And people are not going to send you 800 and something games, because half the times people don't know who the heck you are. So you're going to have to pick and choose and purchase and bring in certain things that stand out to you. And a lot of it flies under the radar. So I've been kind of going back and looking, and basically, to be honest with you, I've been going on eBay, paying probably more than I should, but I've been able to get a lot of different things in. There's some things that are controversial that we're going to take a look at next week, and there's a lot of things I've got coming in today all the way through next week. Like this, I heard there's all kinds of controversy, but is it a good game at the end of the day? And I have it in my hands. All right, so we're going to take a look at this. We're going to take a look at a bunch of other things that have come out. And plus, I'm still getting some new stuff. So I'm going back, yet staying forward. So I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. This one here, I've been studying. I took a look at the rule book. I've looked at all the comments on Board Game Geek. I've watched some videos, and this is a game that, if you remember in the beginning of the week, I kind of set everything up in the beginning of the week by saying, hey, are there games out there that can really use some homebrew rules? And I wanted to see what everybody said and stuff like that, and we all came to the same conclusion, but I left this one out. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why I do a lot of things. Because, let's be honest. This is the most unprofessional channel, number one. Number two, we do what we feel like. Number three, I like to be outside the box, do things different. I don't want to be like everybody else. So, when I brought this in, even though I've heard bad things about it, which I always leave to my own opinion, and I've heard good things about it. And I figured, let's take a look at it. And then I'm going to talk about some of the things that go on inside this game. And I want to see as a project, okay? I'm going to give us all 1 week, okay? So that'll give a lot of people enough time. Ron, you are doing great. It's Rob, by the way, Steve. Thank you, though. I call myself Ron, too. The funny thing is, every time I put in an order, it's because, number one, I've got an accent, a really bad northern accent. So saying Rob sounds like Ron. Okay. And I actually am missing a tooth in the back here, which I think affects how I talk. What do I know? It's all right, Steve. Don't worry about it. I was just explaining something. So, anyways, what I want to do is let's take a look at it. Let's talk about some of the things that are broken. Let's talk about some of the really good things about this. Okay? And then I want everybody, and I don't expect anybody to do anything, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to reinvent this and see if I can fix it, or maybe I make it worse. Are there things that we can do with this? And listen, I don't know who made this. I'm not here to bring this company down. I think this thing has a lot of really neat things, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm looking over here because the chat's over there, so sorry. But there's a lot of things here that I think are good. It's just, how can we maybe kind of bend things together? How can we mold this a certain way? It's just easy to go, oh well, this is just and walk away from it. But what do you do when you guys go out and you buy a game and you're hyped for it, or you back a Kickstarter? Do you just go, oh well, I'm going to consider that a loss, or do you take the time and say, you want to know something? Even a game that's not good is better than a good day of work, to be honest with you. Because you're playing a game, no matter what. There's always something you can do. It's a game. It's a game. And people have visions and thoughts, and it's easy to sit there, and I don't like trashing anybody, and I'm not going to make this a whole soapbox thing. But my thing is being able to see what that person's vision, and maybe mold it to my own vision. This does have a sandbox element to it, and I think that's what the person was trying to go for. I think the person was actually a Talisman fan. But there's a couple things here that just kind of go really outside the box. Let's see. Rob, we're from the north. I am originally from Iowa, now live in Kansas City. I was born in Connecticut. And then I lived there, and of course I traveled all over the world numerous times and lived in various places. But now I am here in lovely Central Florida, in the middle of nowhere. All right, the reason I have my hat backwards is this camera here, but let's take a look. Now, I've got a notepad here where I'm going to jot down some notes while we're taking a look at this. And maybe you guys have some suggestions as well, as we're going to take a real good look at it. The first thing I notice is that, and we're going to go head down. Beautiful box. I love the art. All right. Dead Throne, Worlds of Veles. Why does everybody got to make words that I can't say? But nevertheless. So you open up the box, and here's the first thing that is going to stand out to you. And I'm going to use my other one here. Is that inside this is a marketplace. Okay? I'm not going to set it up right now. But you're going to bring this down, and hold on, let me move it up. There we go. This means the market is closed. Okay, and then the market is open. You push this down. Let's see if I can do it without, because you should do it with both hands. So neat little thing here. And then this piece comes off. And then what you're going to do, whoa, Rob. Come on now. Hold on here. I need a little room here. I'm just going to... And then what happens is, if I'm right, yes, I am right. This goes into here, and then these card boxes go up like this. All right? Neat little somewhat invention here, and you're going to mark it with the certain areas. Okay, so that's green. Yeah, that goes there. And there's more boxes here. Forest goes here. And then there are two other. There's the harbor that goes here. And then the farmland. Now, why is that? Well, I'm going to show you in a minute. Hold on here, folks. Hold on here. Some of the cards fell out. There we go. All right, so you're going to be able to pull these cards from here, okay? And what I'm going to do... Now, this inner piece is a little flimsy. We're not worried about that. And there's a ton of wooden dice. You know, there's some really nice components here, and then there's some that are kind of... All right, but we're gonna get to that. So this would be where you travel, and when you land there, you're going to pull a card, and whatever happens, happens. And then you're going to have a marketplace where cards are going to go in, and you're going to be pulling these symbols and so forth and so on. Something a little different, okay? Okay, let me just take a look. Love it. AJ, how are you? Oh, man, love what you're doing, but I have to leave for work. I retire next Wednesday, so I will be able to watch without interruption. Yeah, you'll be able to... This will be here for a while, so you're always able to watch it. So, there you go. All right, so... Really something different in a way. Now this... Again, there's certain things that... These are scrolls. And those are going to do certain things, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So there you have it. That's how that kind of works there. Really different, really kind of neat. All right. Let's go back up top here. And now we're going to start talking, you know, a little different. Different. I like different. So I'm just going to, hold on. Let me just get all these cards back in the box here. So we're going to take and move this way. Now, also, they tried to redo a Kickstarter where they just did something a little bit different, and it didn't go well, unfortunately for them. So I feel bad for them, or the gentleman that decided to do this. This is actually a first edition, which I really don't know enough about. Vorpiel, how are you? Joe, what up? All right, so... That's that. Okay, so it has this market thing, which is kind of innovative and a little bit different. All right, cool. Top down. All right, let's go back up. Let me turn my hat backwards so I'm not getting in the way. The other thing I really like about this, and we're going to really talk about some of the things that I really like. I like the miniatures, to be honest with you. Okay? This is a problem. This rule book. This is... kind of all over the place, and I kind of have an idea how things work. It's just some of the things don't... Yeah, we'll get there. All right. XP bar. Okay, I like that. Okay, and towns. I believe this is when you play solo. All right, so some of the art here is really kind of neat. You also have potions. You have things that you're going to run into. Like I said, there's a lot here that needs to be uncovered. This is supposed to be glued into the box, and obviously why, I don't know. And it's really got some bigger miniatures, and they're really nice. Okay, let's go over to this here. All right. So, some really nice big miniatures that you can paint up. All right. Really different. Really, really, really different. Really something different. Vorpal says, I want a miniature game about Vietnam War in a box. Wasn't there one? Charlie Company or something like that? It was from Battleground? That's going back to the 90s, though. Alright. I really like these miniatures. Okay? I think they're kind of cool that they can hop around. Alright? Now, the story goes... I'm just going to show you the rest of these miniatures. Like I said, there's good things, and then there's things you just kind of scratch your head about. Because I hate saying the word, oh, there's bad things. I don't want to say anything bad. I don't like saying anything. Game line! For all that paint you're going to need with those big minis. Thank you, brother. I hope you're doing all right today. I've been thinking a lot about you, my friend. And because he's done that, that means that $1 has to go to my granddaughter. And this is to remind me I got to put $1 into her bank account. There you go. All right. Look at this dude. He's pretty... Oh, I already showed that dude. And her. She's just like... You know? Has a chance here. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. And I like the magician here. Or wizard. Alright. Very cool. Alright, so you got some good miniatures here. So you get something out of that way. I don't understand this secondary box. Why not make the box just taller? Okay. Neither here nor there. Now, you have... Hold on. Let me move some of this stuff out of here. Because we're going to get to the meat of this. Alright. So you have these, and each player is going to have one of these. And you're going to take, and I'm just going to use these cards as an example. Say you found some gauntlets, which I just happened to do. Because it's something that you wear, you're going to put it here, and you can carry 5 things. But you can also get a satchel that you can carry additional 5 things. I think, oh God, I'm trying to remember how this all works. So you're going to have your 3 weapons that you're going to be able to have. You're going to have your armor, you're going to have a weapon, and then yourself, who you are. And then you're going to be able to put 5 things that you, I think you can carry a certain amount of things, and then you can get like a sack to carry even more. But if that sack gets destroyed, well, Vorpal, was the fancy card holder necessary? I don't know. Now, here's one of the creatures that you can run into, okay? And if you kill it, you would get a boar tusk. With these strong tusks and thick skin, these boars show no fear against a lonely human. Art's really nice. I really like it. But here's the thing, and I want to show this to you. All right. Now, these cards here, you have a buy and sell, okay? So I can buy this for $7 in the market. I can sell this for $4. This is going to give me 2 armor. And I forgot what this number is. Hold on. That's why we have the book here. Okay. Max health. This refers to how much health you can go up. So what this number is going to do is if you put armor on, you're going to increase your health. Okay. This number here, the levels will be used throughout the game in different ways. Also used to replace the word level and number. The number represents the level. So you have to... Oh, no, wait. Is that it? Yes, it is. So this number here, you can only wear these gauntlets if you're level 4. Okay. All right. Over here... Oh, God. I'm sorry. Let me bring this down a little bit. Because we're going to use this to kind of really look at things. Whoops, sorry, folks. Like I said, very impossible. All right, so You got to remember too, if you really think about this, this is no different than the Zombicide thing. Was the Zombicide, Black Plague and all the card holders really necessary? You could lay those out in front of you as well. Okay. All right. So this number over here is the level of this creature. He's level 2. This number is defense. Represents the amount of defense. All right, and then over here is how much that creature will attack. Attack for weapons and enemies. And is used to replace the word attack. The number is the amount of attack or damage that will be inflicted. All right, so how does combat work? And this is where, right now, I'm already thinking of something's got to change. But before we get too far into that, all right, I've got to be able to open up some of these cards here. And let me just do this. And this. This is something that's out of the Twilight Zone as well. All right, I'm going to go up top here. But first of all, I want to try to clear up this area a little bit, because this box is huge. This box is absolutely huge. All right, let's go up top. Okay. Now you got these beautiful, beautiful, huge tiles. Okay. And these are different towns. They're double-sided. Okay. Okay, so you could put this town. You have this town in one area. Or you can have it dead center. Okay. All right. And there are different towns here. And this thing has a huge imprint. Yeah, so you're going to have like water areas or swamps. Okay. Here's like a stone area that they call. There's cliffs. All right. And you're going to have different types of evil places to go. I'm just trying to put out as much of this as I can so you get an idea that this does have potential. Stone Sea. Again, on the other side, you're going to have, there's going to be different tiles on each side. Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's spread that out a little bit. So you're going to take up, and then you have a castle. This is the main castle that has been overtaken. There's no story with this, so you can also invent a nice story. Wood Mist, which is an area. There's all these like little symbols here, and they all do different things. So you're going to be going through woods and stuff like that. And let's take one of these towns out maybe and do this. All right, so I'm going to take a figure out as well. And I'm going to move this box out of the way so I can just get things out here so I can explain things a little bit, because I want you to kind of think outside the box. So I'm just going to use this one dude here, okay? And we have these cards here. All right, there we go. Did I pull the right guy? I sure did. So here's our guy. And you got things for different people. And then you got some of these market value cards, which we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about some of that stuff there. Okay. I'm going to put this down here so I don't run into it. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, I hate this damn chair. All right, so Godzilla Lover, how are you? Will, how are you? So, here's the thing. The way you move through certain areas is you're going to roll dice. And let me just put this out. And again, this is to try to see if we can do something with this. Let's just put this here. All right. And Let's move my little notepad because we're going to be making some notes. Let's make this a seacoast. So you can see there's a lot of potential. I mean, these are nice boards. Okay? The rule book. So you're going to have your character, and if you remember, let me grab one of these. Oh, come on. There we go. It would have been cool if it fit right in. You know what I mean? So you're going to take your hero, and your hero has description. A mysterious history. He climbed his way to the top of the Fighters Guild in Erowin. Where's Erowin? I know it's here. I thought it was. Okay, where? Oh, I think this is the land. He is good with his hands, but should not be taken lightly. Skill. Gain 1 extra fight with every weapon. So you would put your dude right here. Is it here? Or is it here? No, I think it goes here. There we go. So your dude goes in there. And that's going to be your card. And that's going to tell you who your dude is. Alright? Your guy is. The way you move is you move by the stone things here. And as you can see, this is an adjacent path. So if we roll the dice, and it's 2 dice, which is really something different, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Seems okay. Over here, you walk on these paths. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this can either take you here or it would take you off over here. Okay. So you have these adjoining things, which makes travel kind of weird because you kind of go all over the place. All right. 3, 3. Okay, so I want to take a look and see what these fists do. Because I want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. So you can see where my massive confusion is. He starts with a medallion piece and a light boot. Alright, fist. Hand attack. He's going to get 3. Hand defense. 3. Okay, so that's what that is. So if he's fighting with his fist to start off, he gets 3 and 3. Now here's where things get kind of screwy as far as I'm concerned. And there has to be something to fix this. Okay, here's Salazar. He has 8 attack and 3 defense. Brother of the king, traitor to all, Leonor, and a dark mage who seeks nothing but power. Okay. All right. And then you have all these the other characters we talked about. All right. I want to pull some more stuff out of here so you guys can see. All right, here's the markets. You could buy and sell things, and there's all kinds of different armor. Okay, I'm not worried about that. There are... All right, here we go. You can buy spells and scrolls. Like this one here. Kill a creature up to 5 attack. I mean, that's kind of anticlimactic, if you ask me. Just having overpowered skulls. How about add a certain amount to an attack? There's a component to this, and I'm looking for the cards. Hold on. And just bear with me, folks. Alright, those are area cards. Let's just pick an area, I think. That's the best way to do it. Alright, so this is the plains, which I believe is not as that easy to figure out which one's the plains. Alright. Alright, so I would say that this is Okay, where's the one with the... That's the way to identify it. Hold on. Or did I not put it in here? So you can see where there's a massive amount of confusion. That's a town. That's the woods. Wood mist. That's the main castle. That's another town. Am I missing some things? I wouldn't think so. So, anything on a dirt road, I mean, we're just going to go with this for now. Okay, so you're going to run into a goblin pack, okay? And let's go over to our thing. Well, what they tried to do in the Kickstarter. There we go. So take a look at this. The art on this is really nice. The idea and concept is pretty good. So this is a level 3 creature, okay? He's going to do ×1, okay? So times his level. So that would be... I mean, that almost doesn't even make any sense. Oh, no, you would roll a dice and times it. That's what it is. His defense is 3, okay? Our hero, with nothing attached to him, is a 3. So, here's the way damage goes. Where's the dice here? All right, hold on. And those are probably not the guys that I really want to send out there. All right, there we go. Do not eat this, ever. All right, so here's the thing, and we're going to talk about this next. And maybe I should just find something a little bit better. Okay, there we go. All right. You either live or die. It's as simple as that. Okay? I'm going to attack him for 3. Okay? Okay, who goes first? Well, the higher level. Since he would go first, he would attack me for 4. I have a defense of 3. That means I'm going to take 1 health damage. Okay? I have hand damage of 3. He has a defense of 3. He takes no damage. So you would stay there and fight and whittle yourself down. Okay? The whole point is to try to do, okay, gain an extra skill with every weapon. So you need to go through this place and try to find different weapons. If I had a weapon, that would attach to it. So now I've got a weapon of 3 plus 4. That's going to beat his thing. So I'm going to hit him for 1, which is going to be enough to... I think you have to beat his level. Oh, hold on. Let me just double check. Let me double check. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But you can see you have these things here, and you are going to be on this thing, and this is where your health is kept. This is your max health, and then your health whittles down. If you ever hit 0, you're dead. Pretty simple, right? Okay. Battling. Okay, health board. That's what I was talking about, health board. Now let's go to battles. Okay, here we go. So this is where it's very hard to understand what's going on. I'm going to read this to you. Okay? So, when you get attacked by an enemy, they will get first attack and damage your health if they can. The same attack and defense rules applies to enemies. If their attack is more than your defense, then you lose the difference in health. Pretty simple, right? During their attack, you can use scroll cards as normal to defend yourself. Creatures with ×1, 2, 3, or 4 in their attack or defense means that for each attack you must roll 1 die and times that number. After they have attacked, it's your turn. Whoever does the most damage overall wins the fight and gets the reward. Okay, so you could, just like that, lose a fight. Okay? So say I didn't have this. He has an attack of 4 and then my defense of 3. That's 1. Okay? My 3 into his 3, that's 0. I lost. If you get defeated by an enemy, the enemy will take your coin if they defeat you. The amount of coin they take depends on their level. So he would take 3 coin from me. Okay? Some enemies will make you remain where you are for a number of turns. Okay? So there will be this kind of flavor text. If I lose, I would lose my boots. Well, that ain't cool. Alright, so here's the thing. This is the first thing that I want to talk about that should be fixed. Combat is boring as hell. Okay? You run into something, it's, okay, well, you got greater, and, well, I'm defeated. There's got to be a way that you can make this where, with these certain stats, like what I would do, and this is me, is make it more dangerous. And make yourself more dangerous. If you had that defense value, and this is some of the stuff I'm gonna work on, like adding this hammer. Okay, so now this hammer precedes your hand-to-hand combat. All right, now great, it gives him a +1. I think you take that and add that to a die modifier. So now I'm 3. I get 1 here is 4. I'm going to add 4 to any die roll I have. Okay, I would roll. I would get a 3. Okay. All right, so that gives me 7. This dude is going to attack me for 4. He's going to roll. He rolls a 6. 6 and 4 is 10. Now, I'm going to subtract my defense from that. Okay? And I'm going to take 1 damage. All right? And then you would continue on until somebody dies. His health, I would say his health would be his level, depending on his level. I think you can salvage that in some way. Heavy bandit. An imp. Okay, let's take a look here. Large boar. That makes sense. His defense depends on what you roll. Large wolf. Okay. He's going to attack you for 4 plus whatever d6 against your and minus your defense, and then that's how you're going to whittle things down. I think that it's an easy way to redesign it. Oh, Vorpal. It's a dull mechanic. I would redesign the rules. And this is what I'm throwing out here. I'm going to try to come up and try to salvage what we have here. Your gauntlets can add to your defense. If you lose a shield and you get defeated by this creature, he should get your shield. And then you leave the guy on that space. Then, here's another thing. There's these quests. There's a certain amount of quests that you're going to be able to do. All right, so take a look at this. Fight. A young boy is being attacked by a boar. Do you fight the boar or do you walk away? If you walk away, you just walk away. That's it. Huh? Fight the boar. All right, gives us stats. If you fight the boar and defeat the boar, you can leave the boy and receive 3 coin. Or, why would you defend the boy, leave the boy? And then you could walk the boy to his home and get 10 points of health potion. Okay? Hey, Zeblik, how you doing? Now, here's the other thing that I kind of have a problem with here that I think can use some fixing. And I'm talking about a lot of the problems here, but there are a lot of decent things in this thing that can be done here. I mean, look at, can we jack up some of these dudes here? Net you can find. Okay, then there's some magical stones. These magical stones are ancient and powerful. When whatever you roll, you must obey. So you have to at any time roll this and you found these magical stones. There's rope that can help you, shields, shovels, spears. You can fall into a spear pit. Oh, wait a minute. This weapon is so precise that you can pierce one of your opponent's equipped armor and breaking it. So you could buy it for 24 but sell it for 21 points. That's where some balance. Wolf pack. Okay? Now this, if you were facing a wolf pack, don't you think that there's a way that you would be facing a number of wolves? So how do you change that? I would take, I'm facing 5 wolves with a 5 attack each. Make it tough. Make it hardcore. Alright. There's a way to do this. You have to create your own deck of combat cards. I kind of like the dice, adding things and just rolling a die. I think that would work. But Vorpal, that makes a good sense. I would love, but making cards, then basically you're just designing a whole nother game, I think. And we're not trying to redesign this. We're trying to just add some things to this. Now, I'm going to talk more about some things in here that are good. Let's talk about some good stuff. All right? I don't want to just talk about bad stuff. Come on, man. And they have these stands for the enemies. So if you get beat by them, they should stay there. M. Denor, how are you? They should stay there. All right, let's go up top here a little bit. So I'm going to put these back here. Our hammer. Where's that box? Oh, here it is. So these boxes don't have to go in that box. You can actually just sit these boxes around maybe the outside here so it doesn't take so much space, I think. The other part of this is you're going to play almost like a PvP. And there's a couple of different instances of this game. Oh, that net goes in there. I like the art. I like some of the things. Before you can go to this castle, you are going to go and you are going to... You've got to put... Oh, well, hold on. These all go together somehow. I just don't know how yet. Hold on. I will get this. I want to see this thing together. Help. Well, all these... All right. Does that work there? No. Does that... Oh, there we go. There's one. I'm getting it now. There's one. This will be... Nope, that doesn't go there. That goes right there. There's 2. Come on, Rob. Come on, Rob. You can do this. All right. I'm not good with puzzles. What can I tell you? So that... No, that doesn't go there. Maybe these 2 do it for each other. Oh, maybe, oh, yeah. Come on. Maybe I have it the wrong way. There we go. They're double-sided, so let's make it even tougher. All right, and then this comes together. Well, maybe with the other side. Maybe with the other side. All right. All right, so this... You have to find all the pieces of this. All right? And it's scattered somewhere amongst the land here. Which isn't a horrible concept. Okay? Here's the thing, though. You're fighting each other for it. And whoever is able to get all of these pieces together can go there and then take on Salazar and defeat him. Okay? Now, there's somebody else in this whole menagerie. There is a dragon for the solo rules. Here's how you move. It's another thing that I want to take and fix. You're going to roll 2 dice. So you're going to be able to move 8. So you're going to go 1, 2. Oh, wait, let's do this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I almost moved halfway across the board on one turn. Okay? Because you're rolling 2 dice. I moved almost halfway across the board. So going around, you're just going around in circles. So how do you slow this down? You gotta make people pay for movement, okay? And what I mean for that is, I would bring this down to 1 die. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. You gotta make each one of these areas mean something. They have to mean something. You can't just go, think about it. If I roll a 10 or even an 11, okay, I'm flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I went from here to there on 1 turn. It makes these areas meaningless. Make these areas threatening. So is there a way we can do that? Sure there is. Sure there is. Take down 1 die. And if you had to, maybe even just sign a certain amount of movement. And some of the art in here is very, very nice. Scrolls. Okay. There's a couple things. I want to get to the solo rules. Because competitive, I think, is I would never play this competitively. So you got a bunch of people here, unless you really kind of fix things a bit. And let me do this. Hold on. All right. So let's get this off here, because I want to bring this down a little bit, and just really break things down a little bit. And again, I'm not trying to kill this game. I think it has potential. There's got to be a way to fix. I mean, you got decent components here. You got nice artwork. There's a certain amount of things that I think you can do with this. That you can make this. Look at this. There's like these awful caves, and then there's spells that you have that you can just flip this up and change things. I think that if you go in here, yeah, that makes sense. You flip it over and you're into these caves somehow. You know, there's a way to make this work. Stone Sea. Okay. So let's bring this in a little bit. Let's just bring it down to that, the main thing, 1 town, and we'll throw in a stone thing just for ha-has. All right. And let's get this stuff out of here. And I really want you guys to think about this. What are the things that we can do with this? How can we make this? And I know that, the snarky thing is, there's nothing you could do. There's got to be something. I'm going to read you the story. The story, we'll wait for that. Let's get to where we can go. Play your own game. Build with an open world as many possibilities. This is my point. This is what I want to do. What can we do, or I do, to fix this? In my mind, what can I do to change this and make this something? Because the components are nice. They do a lot of different things. All right, hold on. This originally had backers, and then when it went for a 2nd edition, it did not fund. All right, group battles, towns, differences. There are some things here that are, okay, quest galore. The quest challenge is a simple one. For each quest you complete, be it lone quest or tavern quest, you move the green region stone up by 1. When you make it to the end, you have 1. So there's a way to do that, where you can just play and try to solve as many quests as you can. You will find the solo play symbol on them. So there's an S and a 1 on there. Here, Agrimor will die when his health goes to 0. Agrimor. That is the dragon. There's a dragon that flies around, and there's a solo setup here where you have to defend these towns. And as he flies around, there's going to be certain things that are going to trigger him, And once the towns hit 0, they're destroyed. And you have to defeat him before he destroys all the towns. If he destroys all the towns, you lose. Not a bad idea. Here's the dragon right there. Okay, so you could see heroes of Lenore. So choose any hero as your character. Turn one of the health boards over and reveal the solo board. All right, that's down here. Hold on. This is the solo board. This is the, if you have 4 players, this is the health. Psh. The solo side is here. Okay. You're trying to do these quests before a certain amount, and if any time that you ever can get to both these points, you would win. Or if you get this to the very end. Okay. So let's read what this does. I want to make sure. Place a red regent stone on the arrow of the brown upper part. Right there. Okay. Take out 1 medallion piece. The rest of the pieces are left out of the game. The medallion piece you choose can only be used to revive you once, after which it is removed from the game. Now, I see. I wanna find something that you can go around hunting for all those pieces. See, the way I would do this. This is a great game for Rob's homebrew video. And if you were here in the beginning, Rupert, the whole point of the homebrew video was to get to this game and kind of put things in your mind. Let's kind of work together. The game doesn't even have a background story. Exactly. Let's make one up. Let's have some fun. Neutral. The lack of a story. You see, I'm already thinking of a story, and when we come back and we do this next week, I'm going to have everything revised, and then you guys are going to take a look at it, and you're going to say, all right, because I think I can get this game down to an hour to hour 20-minute game. Here, let me come up top so you're not talking to the top of my head. I think I can get this to an hour and 20-minute game. I'm going to create a tremendous backstory, which in my mind is just something more than what we have now. I'm not going to come up with a tremendous backstory. I'm going to come up with a backstory, though. All right, so I'm going to take this out of here. I'm going to simplify some things, but I'm going to complicate some things. Okay? I think the market's overkill. So if we're going to have a market, I'm going to break things up. I want to see where this dragon is. I know he's in one of these boxes. Forgive me. Hold on. All right, let me open one of these. Like one of these. Look at this big bear. The thing is, this has beautiful art. I mean, I really like the art. I like what it does. In some senses, I like some of the weapons. I like the bows. Hold on. Let's go over to the side view again. So this is the wooded area. We've seen the wooded area. Big bear. All right. How can he be more threatening? How can we make the bear more threatening? Boots, arrows. Hold on. I'm killing myself here. All right. Let's do that. These boots. They're made sideways so they can go into those slots. Look, bows. I like that. I mean, look at this dude. These hideous creatures are rarely seen but frightened and disgusted by all who do. They won't harm you, but they know no one likes them. Move back 5 steps. That's not horrible. That's not a horrible card. Food. Receive this life token. I think if you make it too... I think there has to be balance. I mean, look at this dude. That's a pretty cool creature. The gray wolves I like. Goblin Warrior. Make him tough. All right, there we go. Roll 2 dice and make that his attack. Yeah, good luck surviving that. Make travel hideously dangerous. Do something about these quests. A young boy is crying in pain. Help him? Okay. Take the boy to the Greylock. Reward, you get $10. The boy is crying in pain. Keep walking. Here's a mage. So you can buy and sell scrolls. I think those scrolls are overpowered too. Merchants are you can find. Look at this Minotaur. Make it where you pay. You gotta pay. Poison. More of these stones. Jack up these villains too. Make it where, oh, well, we could face something easy, or we can also pay pretty badly. We could pay pretty badly for going through here. And make it where... All right, let's see what these are. Let's see what these are. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to read some of these solo setups and see what we can do. And I'm going to go through Board Game Geek and see what people have for ideas. Okay, so this is for solo. Increase the attack of any summoned creature. Alright, so that's kind of cool. See, I would take these out, and every time a creature comes, turn it over. No, well, these are scrolls. Some are for solo. When attached to a lion pelt, you can conjure lion body armor. Okay. Alright. So those are scrolls. These are more scrolls. Scrolls are already... This is your marketplace, which is huge. So you got a ton of different weapons. But make something where defeating a certain amount of creatures, maybe you roll to see if you grab something as they drop something. You know? On a 6, they drop something. Alright, nothing too exciting there. Let's see what else. There's... How many scrolls are there? Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, that's what we're looking for. Body armor or Lorthorian. Is this at the castle or... Again, I've got to read a little bit more about it. I have been researching before I brought this in, and I thought, well, you know, this would be a good project. Okay, so there's all kinds of... There's a ghost that you can run into. Godzilla Lover was saying she wanted to run into a ghost. There we go. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Oh, some of these things are just... It's painful. Travelers aren't the only ones who attract to these dark and abandoned holes. Draw a regent card from the region you are in. Okay, what region am I in? Where's this dragon? That's what I want to see. Alright. So is this just an imaginary dragon? Alright, so here we go. Let me finish. Start at the end. Normal moving rules, enemy battling, and general gameplay rules apply. 3 ways of winning. Defeat Agarmore to retrieve the crown of the king and win. Okay. Make it to the end of one of the challenges on the solo board. Make it to or be on the red highlight hexagon of both. Let me come back over here, up top here. Hexagon of both of the challenges on the solo board. Remember? I was talking about that. If you go into the castle or roll a double 6, you will have to fight Agamor. After each battle, if Agamor wins, he will gain 2 extra attack and defense on top of what is rolled. You can track this by placing 2 1-coin tokens on Agamar's card after each battle. If you win, unless already there, you must enter the castle to win. In this challenge, you must battle your way to victory. Each time you defeat an enemy, you move the red regent stone up its level. Okay, I don't see where that's bad. You start each row on the left. The number indicates boss creatures. You cannot pass without defeating it. Roll 1 die for their attack and 1 die for their defense. You then times those numbers by the hexagon. Alright, that kind of makes sense. So if you come here, you're going to roll the defense and... Okay, so you're going to roll both. Alright, that kind of makes sense. I like that. That works. When you reach the final boss creature and defeat it, you have won. After defeating it, you remain there. Okay, wait, hold on. The number indicates the boss creatures. You cannot pass without defeating it. Roll 1 die for their attack, and as their defense. You then times those numbers by the numbers on the hexagon to get their attack and defense. See, why couldn't you have cool cards with cool villains? You must battle it as soon as you reach it. After defeating it, you will remain there and can only move forward after defeating another creature. When you defeat the final boss creature, you've won. Okay. We talked about combined attacks. Breaking items. Alright, so that is Hero of Leonor, which isn't horrible. Quest galore, you're just trying to find quests. I don't know. The quests aren't that exciting. Choose between 1 and 4 heroes. This is Defender. Turn one of the health boards over to reveal the scenario board. The scenario board. This is another health board. Okay, so you can play with 8 players at once. Can you imagine 8 players running around this thing? Holy mother of goodness. Okay, so now XP bar. This makes kind of sense. Okay, Defender. So let's read and find out how this works. Place the a red regent stone on the 10 mark of Agamar's health. Right there. 1 green stone on the 1 of your XP bar. And 1 stone on the 35 mark of each town. Dink, dink, dink. Where are these stones? Oh, here we go. Alright. Where the heck is this creature? Where is this? Fine. Okay, so you can get quests at the tavern. That's not a horrible idea. Now, are the quests silly? Can we fix the quests? So the game is disappointing, but does it have miniatures? Yes, I'll show them again to you. It was at the beginning of this thing. It has... Hold on. Alright, so these are a bunch of quests. Okay. Still looking for this dragon. That must be the mystery. Where is he in the box? If you find the dragon, you win the game. Here's money. Here's cash. That's more scrolls. That's the market. That's a different place. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Unless, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Unless I'm missing something here. No, no. These are health potions. Okay. All right. Here's the miniatures. Glowing turtle wants to see the miniatures. There you go. Huge. Nice miniatures. But miniatures do not make a game. Miniatures do not make a game. See, this would be one for Glowing Turtle to really kind of think and fix. Okay, so I'm going all over the place. All right, so we just said that. Take out one of the medallion pieces. Rest are left in the game. Rest are left out of the game. You can give them to others if you want. If you are in a group and a member dies, you can also use your piece to revive them. After use, the medallion piece will go into the market. From there, you can buy them back for 50 coins. They're supposed to be these rare... Okay. Take out the first enemy, green, before each player plays. They must roll the enemy die of the level you are on. The 4+ rule, and traps aren't used. Yeah, there's some kind of rule. Your objective is to defend the towns and kill Algamar. If any of the towns fall, you will lose the game. Enemy die. Green, blue, red. The first letter of the regent name on it. Okay, I saw those dice. I saw those. It's funny, you have these wooden dice for the game, and then you have these plastic dice. I mean normal poly, whatever the heck you call these things. Okay. So I'm trying to understand this. If you are moving as 2 or more players, you will then move as a group. You only use 1 die. Whoever's turn it is rolls the die as well as the enemy die. Okay, enemy die. A green, blue, or red die with the letter of the regent name on it. Woods. Oh, this is the monster. Spawn enemy. Standing enemies spawn as a result of rolling the enemy die. Non-spawn enemies. All other enemies. Ouch. Ouch. Hey, Daniel, how are you? You know, yeah, with some, I don't want to be, the whole point is not being trying to tear this thing apart. This has some issues, but it also has some really good points. The idea is good. The execution, here's the best way to put it. The best way to put this is, there's no middle ground here. There's some really good things about this, and then there are just some things that just aren't good. There's no in between here. Doing well, Rob. I've been interested in this game. The large tiles remind me of Return to Heroes, which is, I love Return to Heroes. I love Return to Heroes. I have both of them, and I will never. Those are games that will never leave my collection. Here's the thing. I think I can fix this, and one of the challenges that the whole point of Monday's video that I put out about home brewing, or you know, putting in your own rules to certain games, you know, what games needed it. And I wanted people to start thinking about that, because it was all revolving around this game to get to here Friday. And here we are. We're taking a look at this. And we're looking at some of the good things about this. And then we're looking at some of the things that just don't work. And I think there are certain things like combat. You can make combat more exciting instead of going, well, that number subtracted by that number. Well, you're defeated. Put some thrill into it. And I think that's what this needs. Movement. Movement's a mess, Daniel. Movement. You have all these boards all over the place. And you're going to take 2 dice, and you're going to roll these 2 dice. And if I just rolled a 10, you go from one side of the board to the other side of the board. Where's the adventure in that? So, I already thought. Take one die out, and make it a D3. Okay? Make going through these areas treacherous. You're going to pay for going through the hidden woods. You're going to pay for going through this cave. And I think there's a way to do that. So one of the things I wanted to do was show this off as a whole, okay? And then come back next week, because I've already started jotting a whole bunch of notes, and I'm going to see because at the end of the book it says, this is a sandbox. Do whatever you want with it. Okay. Well, this would be fun. And what I said, and I'm going to go back to the beginning of this video, which is now 74 minutes long, is in the comments. Give me some of your ideas, or email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. Take a look at this video if you can make it through this, the 80 minutes that this will end up being, and give me some of the ideas that maybe I don't have, because I'm not a game designer. Never claimed to be. Nor am I a very good reviewer. My opinion of a game doesn't mean diddly squat. Okay? But can I make this something that we're going to have a nice adventure? And then we're going to come back next Friday, and we're going to play this live, and we're going to see if the things I was able to house roll, with your help and mine, were they enough to make this something where, hey, this is pretty good. And maybe the designer gets a better idea, okay, and goes, oh, shoot, I really like all that stuff. Why don't I change a whole bunch of things and come back with, it's essentially a decent idea. And maybe it helps him. All right? Because I'm not here to tear anybody down. I hate tearing down somebody, and I hate when people do it. Okay? People try to do their best. And sometimes it doesn't click with everybody. Nothing is for everyone. But to discourage people from being creative is a sin. Is a sin. You know, we all can't be Eric Langs and things like that. But together with things, we can do some things. Coming at it with the right attitude. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. So, let's see what we can do here. I like this whole amulet thing. Now, if I could find a dragon, I'd be very, very, very happy. Because I can't seem to find this dude. And he's got to be in here somewhere. And I don't know if it didn't get sent, or I'll print it out. Because I want to see this dragon. Because I got the... Let's go up top here. Okay, so this dude here, Saldazar, is the main enemy. Looks like he has the Infinity Gauntlet stones, which isn't a horrible idea. Is there a way that we can kind of make it that a race where either he get... Well, here he is, because hold on. He's actually a figure. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, I don't like the idea that he has all the stones. Okay? What I do like is that they have a figure of this dude. So we paint this dude up. Number one. And we take our guy. And it's a race to see who can get the fragments first. Okay? If we're able to get a certain amount, he's able to get a certain amount, that's going to give us each a bonus. And then once all the fragments have been found, there has to be a battle to the death or something. I can figure this out. Or maybe once you start getting the stones, he comes after you and you jack him up. Him and the dragon chase you down. The dragon is with the soccer balls. Easy, easy. Gotta head back to work, but I'll watch the whole video when it's posted later. Have a good day. Take it easy, Daniel. All right. I want to... I don't understand where this dragon... All right, hold on. Maybe if we go in the beginning of this book... Because this dragon is probably the most fascinating thing. All right. He can teleport each active stone. Why would I want to play as him? Okay. They're just... Okay, that's fine. Cards. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. I think the market cards just don't make any... this whole market thing, we're going to leave that out. There's a way to do this. Okay, what are these? Remove the edge of the boxes. Hold on. Oh, okay. Alright, man, there's an awful lot of these cards, and I think they're overkill here. Okay. I'm fine with that. Let's put that in there. I'm going to find this dragon before we go off air. Because I want to see how jacked up he is. Because if he isn't jacked up, all right. Some of the art is it's just really, look at the Goblin Warriors. Large net. There's some quests in here. There's a red cap, which, okay. Travelers. Come on, where is he? Just being there. Sloggeth. Okay. Steel, stone, poison. Nope. He's not in the castle. Maybe he's on the mountain. Maybe he sits on the mountain. Alright. Oh, there he is! Alright, this dude's... Alright. Now we got something to work with. Yeah, we need a separate video. Well, it was just me being stupid. Look at this. Crown of the King. He has the Crown of the King. Times 4 dice. I like that. He has 15 defense. I like that. 10. He's level 10. I like that even more. All right, so he's jacked up. Do we have a miniature for him? Sure do. Sure do. I sure do. We make our own stuff, man. We make our own stuff. He cannot receive direct damage by any means. I like that. That's a good idea. He needs a mini. Chill. Chill. Come on. Come on now. All right. So, wow, look at it. All right. Wow. All right, now we're talking because we're starting to see some. Look at the Cyclops. Yeah, get hit with that. All right. Okay. Mission accomplished. There's no reason that should be. All right. The problem is that the cards got mixed up. These go here, and then these go there. All right, there we go. I don't even think you need these boxes. I mean, neat concept. Nice little idea. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, there we go. All right. What time is it? 10:30? I wonder if the Queen's home yet. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, I think we're on to the right thing. So, here's what I want from you guys. For those of you that are interested. Those of you that can make it through this whole thing. We have a main villain. We've got heroes. Oh. Told you. This channel ain't winning any awards. Nor do I care. Nor do I care. All right, so I'm going to take, and this is going to be our project. We're not going to make 19 videos of it. Maybe I'll make a short video of some of the things that I do. I'm going to take some of the notes that I had, some of the things that we learned today. I'm going to go on Miniature. It's our sponsor, Miniature Market. I have to mention it at least 2 or 3 times. We're going to go and we are going to. Maybe I'll paint up a couple of these guys just so they look cool. All right. Then I'm going to take all this stuff and I am going to try to fix the things that I think I can do. And we're going to take an adventure because at the heart here, this adventure, the hero of Linenor, where you've got to defeat this dragon and you've got to face his bosses all the way up. And there's some cards I saw in there that we can do some things with. Okay, that's number 1. The other thing I really like is the defender thing, where he's going around trying to destroy towns. And if we don't do a certain thing, that doesn't work. Another thing that I kind of like is all those pieces. I think that amulet, how do we incorporate the amulet? I really think there's a way to do it where you can get a bunch of different scenarios out of this thing and try to fix this up. Make each tile mean something. Make each tile mean something. There's one. I'm going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 spaces on this. 12 spaces that you can move throughout this. Make it mean something. Make each tile mean something. Maybe you need to use some of your other painted minis with this game, such as a dragon. Yeah, that's a good idea. Work calls. Zablik, take it easy, brah. I'm trying to drive a truck. Rob, can you please stop distracting me with... Well, we didn't say this game was awesome, that's for sure. But can we make it that way? I think so. I think there's some things that we can do here. And I think we can make this a very enjoyable experience. I think so. And I think we could take some of the lessons that we learned from a couple of games that I have. So if you play enough of these games, how do you incorporate, let me get rid of all this junk here, some things that really work? Well, we're going to come back next Friday, and we are going to try and play this with the newfound rules that I have. And I'm going to go through all these cards. I'm going to go on to BGG and kind of get some ideas, see what everybody's saying. But I'm telling you right now, I think this is something that we can do something with. Let's not discourage people from being creative. Okay? Creativity in a world today that we sit in, where everything is built around this, and we don't think for ourselves anymore. Let's not discourage somebody's creativity. Let's help somebody be more creative. Okay? Let's help somebody maybe that's just trying to express themselves. Let's help them see things a little differently, to work outside the box. And I think that's what the attempt here that we are going to try to do. So that is Dead Throne. Okay? And I think it's interesting. I think we can, like I said, there's some highs, but there's also some lows here. Let's see what we can do. And maybe we can come up with something, because I really think that somewhere in between we can have a nice even experience out of this. All right, there you go. That's my thoughts. Will I be back today or tomorrow? Maybe. But I will be here on Sunday, because Sunday is Sabudio League. All right? And if you are not watching in the league, shame on you, because you are missing some of the most exciting stuff that I tell you, I look forward to Sunday mornings. So much fun. I wish I could play 9 games. That's how much I am. And the Tiger is back. The Tiger will be heading up the halftime show. So you guys are going to want to see that. I worked on that video yesterday. That was a good time. We try to make it look like a real sports event. So if you don't like sports ball, don't watch. But if you do like sports ball, come and watch. We're going to have some fun. That's for sure. You always find the most unique and interesting games to share. Thanks. Well, we've got some more coming on the way. All right. Listen. I may be back this afternoon to play something. If I have time, I may come back and we may be playing a Compass game. And next week we are going to be playing Brotherhood and Unity with my good friend Mo. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, listen. This is a long video, and 90 minutes, hour and a half, trying to figure this thing out. All right, we'll see you soon. And until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, go easy, everybody.